Good with the people, man. It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. What's good with the people, man? How was y'all doing on this Mumbo-minded Monday, man? You say Mumbo-minded Monday, man. What is you talking about, bro? All right, we gonna get into it. But before we do that, what's good, people like hee ha ha, man. Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody that's at the bottom of that thing, everybody that's at the top of that thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We're going to get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Swing that finger around, man. Worldwide INC, Worldwide Incorporated, Worldwide. They say what that mean. Hey, everybody included. Check it out, bruh. Ndugu, Mike, Lil Root, not Lil Root, Lil Root. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next. Same thing, bruh. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We're going to get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers. You know what I'm talking about? Good like myself, man. I don't promote no drug usage, drug sellage, alcohol consumption. Don't you take a sip of the sippage. Don't do it. Get better like myself, man. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. No, man. Me, man, I don't promote shh. They say, well, bro, I don't promote shh. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know how much of it we got, man. But good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced, no, man. Good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, no, man. Good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the little people, no, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody, you know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. I just love me some everybody, man. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest, you know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace, that joy, you know what I'm talking about, and that love. You say, what, bro? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Hey, check it out. Come mess with a brother one time, man. One time. I say, bro, what's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this Mumbo-minded Monday? You say Mumbo-minded Monday. What you talking about, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Just that right there, Mumbo-minded. You know what I'm talking about? Is you Mumbo-minded? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I say Mumbo-minded, bro. What is you talking about, Mumbo-minded? You know what I'm talking about? Let's shout out all everybody who don't like game shows but still be playing the blame game. It was you. I see you, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Fuck it. They say Mumbo-minded. Yeah, man, listen. On some real shit, half this world is Mumbo-minded. You say Mumbo-minded, bro. What is you talking about? Just that right there, bro. See, a lot of us are, like, we grown, bro, but we Mumbo-minded. They say Mumbo-minded. What is that? All that mumbo-jumbo you've been raised on? Because just as people, bro, we don't never do, and it be a lot of us, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfuckers you came up around was Mumbo-minded. You know what I'm talking about? Whether it was your mama, your daddy, your baby mama, your baby daddy, like your friends who, like, a lot of motherfuckers come up around Mumbo-minded motherfuckers. So you just stuck in the world with your Mumbo-mindedness. And I'm going to tell you what happens when you Mumbo-minded. They going to say, what happens, bro? You going to stunt your motherfucking growth? That's what you going to do. Because you ain't going to know nothing. I mean, you going to know what you know, but you ain't going to know nothing. Then you going to get mad at the people about the shit you don't know. I've been telling y'all this shit for 3 years. So where a motherfucker where you should have known something already, you not going to know it. And then it's just like a motherfucker that, I don't know, just the simplest shit. Wash your hands after you digging your nose or some shit like that. Like the nigga that was in there over the food, bro. But it just be anything, bro. So you done went, nigga, you could be 60 years old, bro, and ain't nobody told you to wash your hands after you eat. And if ain't nobody told you that, bro, you don't see nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? So you still running around this motherfucker taking this shit and shit coming up out of the not washing your hands. And then when somebody say, bro, you got to wash your hands before you come in my kitchen. And then you going to get mad at the motherfucker for telling you to wash your hands. So you get mad at a motherfucker about some shit that you should have been knew. Mumbo-minded Monday. And it go just like that. And this world be on some Mumbo-minded shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this world be on some Mumbo-minded shit. And that's why you see so many motherfuckers do the shit they do. Because when you Mumbo-minded, it's like you insecure yourself. You get, you feel low. It's just like a silly motherfucker that's around smart people. You gonna start feeling, the smart people gonna start making you feel insecure. So you gonna start saying shit like motherfuckers think they trying to make you feel dumb. And no, they not. You just feel dumb because you don't know what they talking about because you haven't educated yourself. You know what I'm talking about? And mumbo mindedness, that's what you do. You start blaming other people for what you not. You know what I'm talking about? You do. You start blaming people for what you not. So then, like when a motherfucker, like you done took a shit and you done try to go in somebody's kitchen without washing your hands. And then when the motherfucker bring this to you, you gonna act like the motherfucker that's asking you to wash your hands, you gonna act like they talking about you. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna act like they talking shit about you because you ain't washed your hands. It's something straight out of the comic book, bro. And that's what this world is full of. A bunch of motherfuckers just like that. You know what I'm talking about? The shit that you should know, you get mad because you don't. So when a motherfucker tell you something now, you want to say that somebody is talking shit about you. Ain't nobody talking shit about you. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what we use to stunt our growth. Mumbo-minded Monday. Because you don't want to listen to nothing and you don't want to hear nothing. So you just want to stay the same on you. So when the motherfucker say, man, you need to wash your hands. Now you're going to turn them telling you need to wash your hands because you do. Because you probably got shit or booty juice all around the motherfuckers. And them people don't want you in their kitchen. Now you're going to act like they talking about you because you in their kitchen with a shitty hand. We too much out here, bruh. Yeah, we way too much out here, bro. And we do that shit right there just to deflect. So we don't have to hold ourselves accountable for washing our hands. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we do. And we done got so much like little kids, bro. We'll make a point not to wash our hands just to fuck with somebody. Like, I ain't got to wash my hands. I'm grown. We'll take that argument. Do you get what I'm saying? Mumbo-minded Monday, bro. And it's fucked up that, man, it's just fucked up, bro. It's fucked up that, society takes that stance. So now we could just, because mumbo-minded motherfucker, they don't like what they is, bro. When you look in the mirror, you really don't like what you see on a mumbo-minded motherfucker. That's why you see this world full of motherfuckers trying, anybody that don't feel good about themselves, you could tell, bro, because them is the motherfuckers that's going to be trying to talk. They going to be trying to point something out on you. You get what I'm saying? That's why the rest of the world does that. They don't even care what kind of piece of shit they is. They just need to make you look like a piece of shit in front of everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? That's why that's so important to a mumbo-minded motherfucker. Why do you think it's so important to these motherfuckers to come up here and try to tell everybody what you is or guess what they know about you? Why do you think that? Because that's what I told you. People do shit to you that bothers them. Because that's what would have bothered them, mumbo-minded Monday. If everybody know what they is. Y'all so straight out of comic book, bro. I ain't bullshit with you, bud. God damn, y'all hella funny, bud. You is, but this is all I want to tell you on this mumbo-minded Monday. No matter what you say about somebody else is, or you trying to embarrass somebody else, even when you get through with all that shit right there, bro, that shit ain't gonna take nothing off of what you is. So you can identify what somebody else is all day. What difference do that make if you ain't nothing? You know what I'm talking about? You can point at somebody else or something and all that, but what difference do that? How's that gonna help you? Because pointing out what somebody else is ain't going to help you wash your hands. So when you get through trying to embarrass somebody else and talk about what they is or what they did or what they didn't do, bro, your hands still going to be smelling like shit. Mumbo-minded Monday. And that's the problem we got. On some real shit. Yeah, that's the problem we got. We don't take enough initiative in fixing ourselves. Because we out here in the world, bro, and we feel like we don't need to listen to nobody. And I've been telling y'all this, bro, and that's the fucked up part around coming up around some bullshit. Because you came up around some bullshit, and you'll act like the bullshit you came up around is normal. You'll act like that's the way the world is, mumbo-minded Monday. And then you just got a gang of us out here, that the worst thing you could do is let somebody else make you slow, bro. That's the worst thing you could do is subscribe to somebody else's slow ass behavior. The worst thing you could do, bro. And that's why a lot of y'all are slow. Because y'all came up around slow people. Y'all came up around bullshit people. You came up around spiteful people. That's why all y'all know how to do, and nigga, to this day, all y'all know how to do is fuck with people. You know what I'm talking about? That's all you know how to do is fuck with somebody, talk about somebody, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Your business ain't even in order. You don't even know, you just don't know a gang of shit about yourself. Your business ain't nowhere near in order, and you gonna try to make it seem like something else is the problem. Y'all something straight out of comic book, Mumbo minded. And that's the number, and that's just all a part of being Mumbo minded. You know what I'm talking about? See, a Mumbo minded motherfucker sit there and try to argue with you. You know what I'm talking about something for nothing. Just to get up out of what they is. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why people fight like that now. That's why we got all these exposure contests and all that shit. You did this, you be doing that, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm finna get on up out of here, but I've been watching this shit since I was hella little. Like, it'll be some church shit, right? I've always seen one of these bitches. It'll be one of these loudmouth bitches, too. One of my partner's daddies or mamas or something like that. Got one of them loudmouth ass mamas always talking shit to a man and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Always belittling her husband, big up in the pastor and shit. And it was always one of them bitches right there. Y'all ever hear the preacher preaching and shit? And they'll get to a part talking about how you supposed to treat your wife or something. And to be that bitch up in there talking about, yeah, so you right. And that bitch right there, she'll just take that little ass part and then try to tell the nigga, you see what the pastor said you supposed to treat. Now, she like, because people, the mumbo-minded motherfucker, they act like you supposed to sit around here and somehow just give, like the motherfucker who treats you with disrespect. They act like you supposed to respect them. So the mumbo-minded motherfucker sit around here. I've been watching this shit since I was little, bro. One of my partner mamas or something, auntie or something, loud mouth ass motherfucker. And they'll take that one part out that sermon and then they'll try to apply it to their household. They didn't take the part where you supposed to be. You got to be something to even get treated like that. Because a motherfucker act like, people just act like you get to do what you want to and everybody supposed to treat you to your best, to the fantasy you got in your head of how people supposed to treat you. You ain't got to treat nobody like nothing. You can sit around and talk your shit and do all this and you just get to walk around with your head up in the air and everybody supposed to come bow down to your feet. You ain't got to put nothing into the world to get treated right. Man, y'all something straight out of comic book. Mumbo-minded motherfucker. Mumbo-minded Monday. And that's what's going to happen to you. Especially if you sitting around here watching all this entitlement. Because now I told y'all go to that shit. Y'all go listen to somebody that agree with you. And it'd be like that sprinkle bitch. And she'll be telling you everything you deserve when you really don't deserve shit. Because the person you is ain't a deserving person. And then you'll just walk around and hear this bitch tell you women is supposed to be this, women is supposed to be that. And you won't even realize that the shit you doing don't even constitute no real woman. You running around here with some suspect ass conduct. You know what I'm talking about? But you been to listen to one of these motherfuckers talking about how you supposed to treat a woman. And you ain't even looked in the mirror and realized the shit you doing ain't even no woman shit. You know what I'm talking about? Are you looking to, but I've always seen that with niggas and bitches, bro. It ain't just bitches, niggas and bitches, bro. I just been watching that. A motherfucker just come out and try to hold you to something. You see what they said? You know what I'm talking about? And you ain't nothing, bro. You got to treat people the way you want to be treated. You can't expect somebody to want to treat you nothing when you ain't, you got to be deserving. You know what I'm talking about? Just like when you was little, you couldn't get all F's on your report card, then still expect to get a Nintendo. But that's what y'all do now. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all just expect shit. You expect somebody to give you something just because you want it. And that's why y'all conduct be out here not good, bro. And this is going to be, I'll elaborate it more on my live. And you could do that all you want to, bro. But y'all ain't doing nothing but fucking yourself up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you ain't doing nothing but stunting your growth. Because you're going to run out of people like that, bro. Because everybody going to see what you is and they going to leave you right there. Because y'all just refuse to grow. Y'all actually expect to go through life with this old romper room, kindergarten ass, whatever kind of mentality y'all got. And y'all expect that shit is going to work through the world. You expect that somebody is going to put up with this childish ass shit through the world. You expect, and this is what just kills me about y'all. Y'all expect to be running around here with that mouth on you. Y'all expect to be running around here talking behind people back. Y'all expect to run around here because y'all, this is how you can tell the environment people come from. If a motherfucker get mad and the first thing they try to do is put you down, that's some shit that they came from. Do you get what I'm saying? On some real shit. Yeah, that's some shit they came from. Niggas and bitches. You know what I'm talking about? I told you it was around them niggas, man. Them niggas came with the, and you could just tell a motherfucker background from what they is, bruh. And just the way y'all is out here in the world, bruh, that shit is crazy, bruh. That's why I was telling y'all the other day, this world is built to where you can't just wake up and have a good day, bruh. You got to come outside your house to deal with other people bullshit and what somebody else got in their mind. You know what I'm talking about? Because most motherfuckers running around here is cowards, bro, and y'all don't have enough strength to make the decisions you really need to do. So when you one of them motherfuckers like that, you will find everything else to pick at and to pick with, not to deal with the shit that you know you need to do for real. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? You know what I'm talking about? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that right there, you don't learn nothing else. Always rid of cost nothing. Just a little bit of lead.